Chicago's classic rock station, 97.9 The Loop, in the studio. One of the greatest pitchers in the history of the Chicago Cubs. How excited am I to have this guy back in studio?
He is like a child on Christmas Day. He's been skipping up and down the hallways, knowing that you're going to be here.
I'm more excited to have his wife here.
Yes,
We'd like to welcome to the show Kerry and Sarah Wood. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you guys for having us.
Boy, you have a beautiful wife. I
think so, too.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
fantastic.
You have a beautiful husband.
I think he's pretty cute. I love this show. This is great.
All right. Kerry, first things first. You're hanging out with Theo Epstein at a bar. What are you guys talking about? Are you going to re-sign? What's going to happen?
We're just talking about Cubs, talking about the baseball. This was shortly after he took the position, and I think he just wanted to kind of pick my brain about the organization and where this organization's been and what direction they're heading. So a lot of good stuff. Talked about baseball, talked about the Cubs, talked about minor league system when I came through, what it was like, and just a very detailed conversation about the organization.
Are you coming back?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
I plan to. All that stuff's underway now and negotiating and all that stuff.
Fantastic. Number 34 back in a Cubs uniform. I love it. Do you like Theo? Is he a good guy?
So far, so good. I haven't heard any bad things about him, and my personal experience in dealing with him for the few hours we sat down, he's great. He knows exactly what he wants to do. He's got a great owner on his side.
God, I love Tom Ricketts, man. We've interviewed him a few times. I love him because he's so passionate about the Cubs.
It is, and I think it's a great combination. I think he went out and got the perfect guy for the job in Theo, and I think those guys are going to work well together and put a championship in on the north side here soon.
You got a new general manager. You got a new manager. What do you think of those guys?
Those guys are great. I haven't spent a whole lot of time. I met Dale actually the day he came in interview for the job, and bumped into him here and there a couple times afterwards, but same thing. I've heard nothing but great things from other players about him. Know him a little bit just from being in the league and playing against the teams he was with. But straightforward, players like playing for him. So that's huge.
That's what you want. You want a player's manager, and you want a guy that's going to be straight with you, right?
Absolutely.
Especially late in your career, man. It's like, don't give me the BS. I just want black and white. Either you want me or you don't, right?
It's pretty simple, yeah. Black and white, and especially at this, like you said, later in the career, it's just let's go win. Let's do what we got to do to get this team better.
And you said after the season that if I'm not playing in Chicago, I'm going to retire. Does that hold true?
I'm hard pressed to say that now while I'm negotiating, but I don't think it's a big secret.
Well, maybe not. Let's keep that down. Sarah's like shaking her head. No,
stop saying that.
Don't say that on the radio. No, not at all. The Wood Family Foundation. You guys have a coat drive. You also have a big party happening in January. Sarah, let's start with you. Can you tell us about the coat drive first?
Yes, we are having a coat drive for the Von Humboldt Elementary School in Humboldt Park, and we are collecting coats and toys for them to give to them on December 21st next week. And we are still in need of about 50 coats and 50 toys, so you can go to woodfamilyfoundation.org to see how to help us out.
And so where do we drop those off?
You go to the website. We have a drop-off location downtown, and we are also collecting coats also.
We have a couple drop-off locations, but all the information's on the website, woodfamilyfoundation.com.
So all you need is 50, is that right? You just
right
need 50.
now to fulfill
50 coats and 50 toys.
We're
We can do that
right now.
50 apiece, right? There's 400 students, and they're all going to get a coat for a brand new coat and a toy for the holiday. We went a couple months ago and got their requests for. We gave them the option of any toy they want up to $50, and we'll get their coat sizes and colors and all that stuff. So we've got most of the coats, most of the toys, and the kids will get to go home for Christmas break with a brand new coat and a toy for the holiday season. And we're going to decorate the auditorium at the school.
Yeah, we're turning their gym into a winter wonderland with fake snow and Santa, and they're going to have the best day.
This is why I love you guys. I mean, this is fantastic work you're doing. Absolutely fantastic.
It's something we're passionate about, and this particular school is 100% low income, so this is something that we can do, and it's a lot of effort to start it, but I think the day comes on the 21st when we actually hand out the toys and the coats and see the kids' faces light up when they come into the auditorium and see it, the Winter Wonderland. I think that's what it's all about.
If you go, we had a mother post on our Facebook page that she has 6 children in that school, and she had no idea how she was going to get coats for them this winter.
Wow!
So now she has 6 coats for all 6 kids. So you don't really think about things like coats and how that's just kind of a given that your child would have a coat, but that's not the case for everybody. So
that's wonderful. Great. And you guys, the foundation's been around for a long time, and you do a lot of other good things too.
We have. We've done the bowling event for several years. We've been involved.
You've never bowled.
I've never bowled, but Kerry comes on every year.
Why did you come?
Because it was in. I knew
He's
you were
afraid to bowl in front of you.
I am a great bowler when I'm drunk. Just
we do
haven't you
serve
come?
drinks.
I understand that. But last year was in August, right?
September.
I was out of town. I swear to you, I was out of town. But I am in for the next one. I am ready to go. I have a bowling shirt. I have the shoes. I'll get a ball. My mother was a bowler. We have a Betty Ball in our family. I'll grab Betty Ann is my mother's name, so I'll grab the Betty Ball and I'll bowl.
Oh,
I promise.
We would love it.
But the Facebook page, you have a package on there where you could spend the day with John Madden. What's that all about?
It's pretty cool.
We do. It's a trip out to San Francisco to his studio where he watches football, and it's a trip for I think it's 2 people.
2 people, 2 nights.
2 nights, and go stay in San Francisco. We'll put you up in a hotel and get to go watch some playoff football with John Madden.
Do you know John Madden?
I do not.
How do you work this out? Do you call him up or what happens?
This auction, I think we.
It was through Children's Memorial Hospital. We had purchased it at an event, and just based on our schedule, we couldn't go. So we're like, hey, let's send somebody
I haven't
else.
been able to go the last 3 years. We did this a couple years ago and haven't been able to go. So I was like, you know what? It's somebody needs to go to this. So let's auction this off for our foundation
it's a great
as well.
Christmas
Nice.
idea for someone who loves football.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be able to pick John Madden's brain during some of the football games.
And how about Eddie Vedder? Did
Yeah,
he
aren't you
donate
guys buddies?
anything? You guys are buddies.
We
Donates
always
every year.
Yeah, he donates every year to the Strike Zone. I try to hit him up just once a year. I don't try to get him for all of them. So you got to pick your spots. But no, Eddie's been great. Pearl Jam has been great for us and the foundation and the bowling event. They always send autographs, guitar, tambourines, all kinds of different stuff.
And you got up on stage with him, right? At the Strike Zone?
No.
Are you sure?
And a couple concerts.
Yeah, he tried to get me up on a concert once, and I just I don't need to be on a stage. It's the last place I need to be. But no,
Just
he's
on
been- he's been
a
very
pitcher's
supportive,
mound, that's
obviously.
Yeah, pitcher's mound.
Yeah, that's it.
You can pick up a guitar and start strumming, yeah?
I could act like I was
Yeah,
strumming.
exactly.
I love the fact that you're here in Chicago to stay. I mean, this is it. The Cubs are going to re-sign you. Are you going to go into coaching? Is that what's going to happen in the
I got
future?
some playing left in me, I think. So
Okay.
coaching.
How many years you got left?
I got 2 or 3 probably.
Sarah, what do you think? Can you put up with 2 more?
She's saying 1 or 2.
No, I think our son now, I mean, you have a 6-year-old. They get
Yeah.
it. They're going to remember all this. They're going to understand what's going on right now. And to be walking around with in the clubhouse and taking batting practice with Dad, I mean, if we can get a few more years out of that, that would be awesome.
The age he's at a good age,
Good
to
age
be able to
right
remember
now.
that stuff. And,
Right.
and also with the foundation stuff, we're getting him involved with that as well, and getting him. He's going to come up with us today a little bit and do some of this stuff, and he'll be at the fundraiser, the coat drive, and he'll get to see that and see what where we spend our time and what we're doing. And
That's great.
And hopefully he'll follow suit.
That's fantastic. Kerry and Sarah Wood, can you give the website and the Facebook page again?
woodfamilyfoundation.org, or Facebook is Wood Family Foundation.
And we need 50 coats and 50 toys to
Great.
help these guys
Please, We
out.
would love it. We would love the help.
Absolutely.
Kid K and his beautiful wife, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having us.
It's 97.9 The Loop.